A really big thing that happens in the fall time up here is the fall turnover. I'm pretty sure you've heard of that. What really happens there is as the water, the top layer of water, anything above the thermocline starts to cool down, that water becomes denser. And then as that water, keeps cooling down, it's going to become about the same density as the water below the thermocline. And so when that happens, those two waters mix. And it's a really strange kind of water time, for any lake. And really those deeper bass that normally live out by the thermocline are the ones that are going to be affected by this the most. But as this kind of turnover happens, it normally, affects the lake a lot for a few days, and then everything kind of chills out from there. Since all the water is around the same temperature, everyone kind of comes to equilibrium on that. A big way you can tell if turnover has happened or if it is happening, if your water kind of starts to have like a lot less clarity than it usually had over the summer, you might be right in the middle of turnover. And if you're starting to see these like dead floating weeds and things, like this kind of dead stuff that would have been down underneath the thermocline start floating around, then that's going to be the actual turnover that you're going to be in the middle of right there. But after turnover happens, then effectively there's no thermocline in the water. It's all about the same temperature. So those fish can be, they don't have to stay deep if they wanted to. They could go shallow. They could be even deeper than where they were during the summer. They're not held back by that thermocline at all. So that's a big thing that happens in the fall. But as long as you're not right on the main week that's happening, hopefully that won't affect you too much. So hopefully this helps, and get out there this fall and get yourself some fish. And you know what we say, can't catch a fish, you can always catch a buzz. Bass and Brews.